It's week 8 of the NFL, and we've got the Black Knights leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Black Knights and the Elks, and it's all up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olsen, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. We got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action, and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown, you're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The Elks getting set to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is
he gets free. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards for the touchdown. Now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Black Knights will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Elks offense. And their running back set to go once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. Into space. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him...
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Now a timeout for injury. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's the punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Black Knights offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's a first carry for their running back. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and just a short pickup there to about the 44. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 18 on the pitch and catch, and that will be a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw yet again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Elks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. 10-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's their punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Black Knights offense headed back to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. 3rd and a yard. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Throwing now from the gun. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. They'll go down and it's an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one taken at the 10. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Elks offense ready to see what they can do. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. McLeod to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Black Knights offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Finding room at the 35. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The Elks offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To the right side here. Pass is caught. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's 17 yards, and that's a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Elks. That is 1st touchdown this year. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Elks are on the board. It's now 13-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Black Knights offense getting set to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The Black Knights bringing out their punter as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Fair catch is called for. and made just inside the 35-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Time for a punt for the Elks, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Back to the air one more time. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So we have reached halftime here. It is a 6-point difference at the break, as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 10-9, the final in a tight one. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. The Golden Eagles don't want to fall into a deep hole this early, so a good win there ups their record to 3-4. these two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes, so can't let that last.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Black Knights send out their punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
We're all set to kick this one away as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. I mean, he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Black Knights.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or backside. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw.
And he's in. Touchdown, Black Knights.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Elks offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a designed run. And that'll give them a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, faking the give. He's going to let this one go deep. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, staying right with him. And we'll bring up third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Taking off. Third down. 3 to go. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the first down up to the 44.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
The Elks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Now, on third and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
That one knocked away and incomplete. They'll look to throw again. He'll go right and find his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The ball's out. The defense has got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. On play action, he'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
It leads to 2nd
Back to the air one more time. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Back to throw. A wide-open receiver downfield. This one is caught. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's a second and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They motion the slot man left. A run now on 2nd down. He's going nowhere. Going to lose on that play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. So, fourth down, and out comes the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Black Knights have run out to a 24-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Elks offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is caught. Whoa, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. So it's a win for our visitors. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.